हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू पार्ट 2 ऑफ आवर सीक्वल सीरीज जहां पे हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं मोस्ट बेसिक टर्म्स यू मस्ट नो इफ यू आर लर्निंग सीक्वल। तो चलिए देखते हैं कि ऐसे कौन कौन से बेसिक टर्म्स हैं जो आपको जरूर पता होने चाहिए अगर आप सीक्वल पढ़ रहे हैं। तो इसमें से नंबर 1 पे है, वो है टेबल। सो व्हाट अ टेबल इज, सिंस इट इज वेरी सिंपल एंड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, एवरीबडी नोज इट दैट टेबल इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ रिलेटेड डेटा एंट्रीज एंड इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ कॉलम्स एंड रोज. So here is an example of a table which represents the quarter-wise revenue and expenses of any business, let's say. Okay. The second most important term is field. So what is a field? Let's see. As we know that every table is broken up into smaller entities called fields. Or in this diagram, every single rectangle over here represents field where we can insert our data. Okay. So the third one is row or record. So what a row or record is? A record, also known as row of a data, is each individual entry that exists in a table. Following is a single row of data or record in the expense table. So this is a kind of row. As you know, row and columns are very common, but you must know what a row is and what a column is if you are learning SQL. So row is nothing but a horizontal entity in a table. A row or a record, row is also known as record in SQL. So record is a horizontal entity in a table. Let's now move on to the next one, which is column. So what a column is a vertical entity in a table that contains all the information associated with a specific field in a table. So that's how the vertical thing, this is a column in a row. So the column name is revenue. Okay. The next important term is null. So what a null denotes in SQL. So a null value in a table is a value in a field that appears to be blank, which means a field with a null value is a field with no value. So in this case, it is very important to understand that a null value is different than a zero value or a field that contains spaces. For example, in this table, you can see that there are some blank spaces in the revenue column as well as in the expense column. But in the expense column, you can see there is zero as well. So the blank value will be different from the zero value over here. So again, I'm saying it's very important to understand that a null value is different than a zero value or a field that contains spaces. So this is something which is null. This is something which is null. Okay. But this is something which is zero. It has been assigned a zero value. Okay. So in this case, this is not null, while the revenue of the quarter 2 will be null, while the expense for the quarter 4 will be null. Okay. Let's now move on to another term, which is primary key. So what a primary key is? A primary key is a field in a table that uniquely identifies each row or record in a database table. It must uniquely identify each row or record. Okay. So let's take an example over here. So in this case, this is a simple table which represents the employee information. While in this case, employee ID is primary key. So what a primary key is, it is a field in a table which uniquely identifies each row or record in a database. Primary keys must contain unique values. This is something you have to keep in mind, and a primary key column cannot have null values. A table can have only one primary key, which may consist of single or multiple fields. So there are three most important things you must know that. The first one is it cannot contain null values. The primary key cannot contain null values. Second, it must contain unique values. And the third most is a table can only have one primary key. While if multiple fields are used as a primary key, then they are called a composite key and not a primary key. Let's now move on to the next term, which is foreign key. So what a foreign key is, it is very important term you must know if you want to join two tables. So a foreign key is a key used to link two tables together. This is sometimes called a referencing key as well. So a foreign key is a column or a combination of columns whose values match a primary key in a different table. Let's take an example and understand. So here in this example, we have two tables, one that represents department's information and have two columns, department ID and the respective department name. While the other table represents employee information having four columns, employee ID, first name, last name and the department ID. Now in the departments table, if you see, department ID is the primary key. Okay. While in the employees table, if you see, department ID is the foreign key that references department, because this is the common column in both the tables. Department ID exists here as well and here as well. Okay. So on this particular column, we can actually join these two tables. That's why it is called as foreign key. So what the foreign key does is it ensures that the department ID value in the employees table must match an existing department ID in the departments table. Okay, so that's what the foreign key does is. But there are some few rules that you cannot insert an employee with department ID that does not exist in department. And if you delete a department and it has employees referring it, you will get an error unless you use on delete cascade or handle it manually. So that's all about the important SQL terms you must know. I hope you found this video helpful. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, thank you and see you soon.